disengaging from that fear and taking that step, the step of faith or something it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but when you walk into, into something that you really want to do without fearful programs taking over. And sometimes what we can do is force things through, even though we haven't processed the fears, and become rebellious. Yeah. So, I don't care about all these people. They can go and do whatever, and I'll do my own thing, And that's its own little firewall. That's its own firewall. So just stepping into ourselves and centering that knowingness, reconnecting with our higher self and Gaia, and stepping into that life that we really, really want to have, I think it's the hardest at the moment. There are things that keep pulling us back. There will be people who will infuse fears or barriers and stuff like that. We had a really interesting conversation with Larry the other day, because for this event and the prices that we set for both I observed it was really interesting, because when we set the price for the event at $1,500, Larry was like, that's too much or something. And then as soon as I said, yeah, but it's for the Shaman Shack. And he was perfectly fine after that. It's like, oh yeah, we can really start funding the structures, pay for the annual rent, because he's going to pay it. He's already decided to donate that amount and pay for it. That's $10,000. He's quite willing to donate for it, right? And but for people to support it, right, with 1,000 or whatever it's going to be, that after all the costs and fees and everything come out of it, that was like, whoa, no. But it was like, okay, as long as we weren't keeping the monies, And then for the virtual one, 87 a day, or 222 for the 3 days. He was like, oh, that's way too much, And then he said, oh, wait, that's going to the Shaman Shack too. That's great. We can really create a structure there, workshops for people to come. If they want to come, they can support themselves. They can have somewhere to work, and they don't have to worry about stuff and all those things, And I looked at it and I thought, oh, I see. So for me to spend months working on this, preparing the information, working 24/7 and everything, and I get the money and I say, actually, I want a new Mercedes, and I'm going to spend the money on a new Mercedes. It's not okay. But because it's going to the Shaman Shack and I'm not going to see a penny of it, that's perfectly fine. Are you kidding me? So that's one of the firewalls that mean that, okay, you can work for all this stuff that supports others, and if you enjoy it, great, that's all you need to get out of it. But if you want to use it for the enjoyment of your physicality, right, really enjoying your physical incarnation here, then that's not okay. What if I used it to take me and Daniela to Costa Rica again? That's not okay. So those are some of the firewalls, and also on the other side of it, for example, a man or a woman who really wants to do that event, really wants to come and immerse themselves in the information and the group and make connections, then all of a sudden, it's okay to spend 1,500 plus another 1,000 or 2,000 to get there. So let's say they were spending $3,000 to get here, or $4,000. If one of their kids needed, I don't know, money to pay for music lessons, or they needed to buy a new fridge in the house because the old one is not big enough, they need a bigger one, or go for a holiday vacation to Mexico or Costa Rica, then that's okay. yeah, because the whole family is going or whatever. It's actually, if you take the whole family, it's going to be more like $10,000, right? But to spend $3,000 or $4,000 in their own passion and experiencing this place and experiencing being together with other individuals that are interested in the same stuff. Oh, no, 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 don't go there. That's not okay, right? As long as, because why? Because it's for him or her. What about the kids and what they need? What about the spouse? What about, oh, you know, the brother or sister or whomever, right? It's not okay at all. So yeah, there's the firewalls of where we spend our monies or how we spend our monies. And I actually don't have any need to buy a new Mercedes. I'm very happy with the one I have. I don't actually have any desire or need to have or spend anything. And that's been one of the strange things about, or maybe strange, but quite awesome things, that I've had that energy of not needing, and always knowing that I'm fully supported. And if I ever do go around and go, oh my God, I have got to have that in my life, it happens, you know, and I get whatever I need to get it. So that's a really interesting part of it. I don't really even need to think about it. It just happens. And so that's one of the firewalls, I think, that what's correct, what isn't. And with regards to creating the Shaman Shack as a center for supporting any individual who decides to come over here, and also to support the land. That was also interesting because I said the Global Ascension Center, you know, we can really move and shake things around and have the Global Ascension Center support the Shaman Shack. You know? Really get in there, start this empowering individuals to be here to support themselves, structures where they can come in and be able to support themselves, and get the land, you know, and all that stuff for the Shaman Shack, and be connected with the Global Ascension Center. And he says, no. He said, is the other way around. The Shaman Shack and everybody who comes here are going to support the Global Ascension Center. You know, so it's like different perspectives and different views of seeing things sometimes can get in the way of really stepping into your empowerment. So having a look at everything that comes up and actually conversing and discussing, and that's why we have the platform, the forum as well, because we can really brainstorm and look at different viewpoints to look and see what's going on. So yeah, I think that's one of those things, instant manifestation, manifestation with stories behind them,